All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Journal with Witch, Episode 3.
Here's where I feel like the pain is really going to come in, because let's go back home.
Let's go back home.
Okay.
And then we had that lovely little bit as the character of Ruby ponders on the feeling of home was just a house with a roof.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
All right.
But the context also for this is that we have a life insurance policy that would make sense for our Asa here to basically have access to, given that her parents passed away. They don't necessarily have one, but it is likely that they do.
It's now we need to do all of the official
things.
Yeah, all the official practical things that come with basically you coming to stay with me. So file for guardianship, all that stuff.
That stuff.
Life insurance policy. And yeah, we need to get your stuff from home because you're moving in.
Right. And
you have moved in.
And we have also the context that Asa has been sleeping during the day a lot. Now, we can look at this from the very simple standpoint of there's a lot of stress.
Yep.
This is something where she just needs to recover from all that stress.
Right.
Totally.
For the first couple days versus as an ongoing thing are two very different situations. Right. Yeah.
But that is a very just obvious sign of depression potentially. So there
understandable.
Totally understandable. But it's okay, so this might be something where being a little bit more conscientious in the way that you already are, Makio, is going to be very important.
Yes.
So then the question of, well, do I force closure by taking her to home?
Yep.
Is that something that might be too much? We'll see.
We'll
see. I'm glad that Makio's thinking, in some ways overthinking this.
Yes.
Because that's going to serve her relatively well.
And it's something that Asa does need to do. And just
it's just timing. It's just timing of things is a good question. Yeah.
Right. Yep.
But either way, loving the characters, loving the direction of the story. So
good.
Yeah, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this.
Got the cardboard boxes.
That was a really cool shot to make it just be the reflection.
Yeah.
なんかムワッとする。
Hasn't been aired
Oranges were
out.
still left out.
気に入ってるお皿持ってってもいい？
もちろん。
Oh.
に入りきらないならトランクルームでも借りればいいし。
Nice.
よく選んで。
Uh-huh.
捨てなくてもいいから。
Yep.
そんないっぱいじゃない。
Well, but also that applies to your parents' stuff. Yeah. Plant's basically dead.
Well, there's still some life in them, you know? So they were being taken care of. You know? Oh, something she kept.
どうしたの？
いやこれ。
Wow.
マキオちゃんの制服ないの？
卒業式の翌日に捨て。
Oh, yay.
Very different school experiences.
Yeah.
思い出に固執するタイプだったのか。
あんた何その服？無理。
Whoa.
Damn.
Whoa.
Awesome.
How long ago was the stuff with the sister then?
Yeah.
There's a really rough thing that happens when, as an adult, you realize that people grow up after they've already grown up, you know?
水をもらえるはずだった植物たち。
Yeah.
返却するはずだった本。他人に触れられるはずが。
Yeah. Frozen in time. Like all this stuff that was in the middle of progress, in the middle of moment or movement.
お母さんのとかに。ほら、袖も長すぎるし。
Maybe you're still growing.
直してもいいし。
Also true.
まだ背が伸びるかもしれないでしょ。
Oh yeah, 15. Might not grow into it.
素敵だよ。すぐもっと似合うようになる。
You just need a scarf.
持っておいてもいいでしょ。
Yes.
固執してるじゃない。あんたも。
Yeah.
Oh, the reflex.
いや1週間は覚悟してるけど。に赤い食器なんてないからいいかもね。
Yeah, it'll stand out. Yeah.
Yep.
The way she's looking at it was so bright.
持って帰っていい？
ピクルスか。 うちの母もよく作ってた。
Oh.
お母さんもよく作るよ。
Okay. Huh.
私現在形で話してる。お母さんのこと。
Oh.
古文詞ってもう習った。
え、I have.
I have.
だからあなたは You have been thinking of them
Nice.
続いてる
Yeah.
を強引に断ち切る必要。
Whoa. Using tense
Yeah.
to explain the process of grief. Yeah.
まあ人道に戻らない限りはね。
人道に戻らない。
酢漬けだからまだ
Yeah, that's a bit much. We're just
Yeah.
細かく刻んでお刺身のっけ
It's being technical.
少し
yeah, there's the
Yeah.
sleeping during
Talking
the
about
day.
mom and potentially the last sleep in this home.
Uh-huh.
さよならさよなら
Dang.
Just all of a sudden, it's gone.
Uh-huh. Yep. Oh.
一つ一つ存在が消えていく
Yeah.
行ってきます。あ、
Ah.
なに？
まあ一応記念に
Mm-hmm.
夜何が食べたい
ピ
First
ザ。
day back at school.
Pizza.
もう少しちゃんと取ってやればよかった
Oh. Oh. All right. Cherry blossoms aren't even in bloom yet.
Yep.
Headed to school.
私ね、私
奈良さん、後にしなさい。
今じゃなきゃダメなの。
Oh.
お母さんに話したの。そしたらお母さんが勝手に先生に電話してて、連絡網で回っちゃった。朝のうちのこと。
Oh.
ごめん朝。ごめん。
Oh.
何度か電話したんだけど、
Everyone knows now, yeah.
あと卒業式だけだったのに。
Whoa, the hard cut.
Yeah.
でも知らせておかないと、君が不用意な発言で傷
Gee, thanks. Yeah, don't pretend it was for her.
Yeah.
普通で卒業式に出たかったのに。
白水さん、待ちなさい。
God, she's
辛いからって八つ当たりは違うわよ。
oh, and she's so sorry. She's like,
最悪。大っ嫌い。
oh,
Well, shit.
卒業式は
oh.
私の気持ちは
あなたの感情は誰にも責める権利はない
誰にも。
Yeah, but it still sucks to feel this way. Yeah.
Okay.
ここじゃ
Oh.
なんか
Fuck.
違う。
Oh, the wrong train stop. And she's lost. And yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
But you guys did exchange line, right? Like,
Nana. Oh. 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 Okay, yeah, no, this is good. It's gonna force her to be with. No.
fuck.
しつこい。
Okay, they do have line ID. Yeah. Yeah, here we go. Oh, this is sweet.
何かあったの
なんでもない。
Phone's blowing up.
帰ったら足湯をしよう
Yeah. Yeah.
体が冷えるとろくな考えにならない
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right. Adults just are like we can just take a foot bath and just relax.
既読つけないと反則なんじゃないの
Ah.
私だって仕事したいよ
何それ。お母さんはそんなの絶対言わなかった。
ああそらよ
Yeah, yeah.
あのね私とあなたの喧嘩じゃないんだよ
マキオちゃんだって出なかったんじゃないの。卒業式なんて意味ないとか。アウトローだし。
Outlaw. The
いや出
English
たよ卒業
outlaw.
式は出たよなあうん
Oh,
Did I? Yeah.
あんまり覚えてないけど多分出た
覚えてない。
It wasn't memorable.
だから中学でしょ
Yeah.
大悟たちと焼肉食べて帰ったの覚えて
You were friends with Nana all the way back in
Yeah.
ナナちゃんって中学の時から一緒
middle school.
ちゃんっていつの間にそこまで仲良くなったことはかれこれ23年のつ
Okay, so she said at least like 35, maybe.
喧嘩したことないなあいつと
Maybe 36.
喧嘩っていうのは基本的に社交的な人間
Fantastic.
That's too real.
Yeah.
使いこなしてんだよ自分を、あい
Right.
つなりに
Yeah, adapting.
あなたが後悔しなければ
全然しない
そう
Cool. Okay.
でも友達は
Yeah, friends are different though.
学生時代の友達が一緒
Good. Good.
Yeah.
お互いを10代の頃から知っている人間がいてくれることは時々すごく必要だった私には
God, I wish I still had somebody that I know
Yeah.
since my teens.
Yep.
I wish. That'd be awesome. Yeah.
尊重されていいでしょ
そうだけどそれがルールと
Yeah, and I said I would never shame it. There's a
Yeah.
difference.
矛盾矛盾
だからあなたが何を見て何を思うと自由だけど
I'm just trying to share some of how I feel in case it's helpful.
高校でいっぱい友達できるもん人見知りしないし
あそう
I see.
It's-
一応学校には私から連絡しておくああ一日分
yes.
We were only
That's
talking
so
for like
real.
5 or 10 minutes.
That's
It was
so
a
real.
full day's worth of talking.
The group
They still
chat
have the
is
group chat.
absolutely just living for it.
なんて書いてあったの
6年間君がいなかったら私は息ができなかった
No, the thanks now and always too. Yeah.
私ってさ
Uh-huh.
朝といる時だけ本当の
Oh. Yeah.
Oh.
I sort of made a whole shit on Pasha's name. I'm really sorry. I love you no matter what. I'm sorry for the place. You know, I just read. Oh.
Ah!
Oh.
ごめん嘘全然嘘今度お父さんとお母
Ah!
エミリにしか話せない
個室というのだろうか
So there were some things you kept.
Yep. Yep.
Maybe not the clothes. Ha!
Ah, there's the mug.
Yeah,
Nice.
there's the mug. I thought it would be the going back and clearing out the place. But no, going to school for graduation only to find that everybody knows.
I love the drama comes not from maliciousness,
Nope.
but from just kind of the general human error of not realizing how much the little things carry such weight emotionally. And so it contrasts Makio with everybody,
Right.
where she speaks very honestly and bluntly and is sometimes kind of mean,
Sure.
but is very, very
Intentional.
intentional
Yeah.
with thinking about others, or specifically her feelings.
Well, that-
all right, that episode really
All right.
got me, and it was not for what we thought was going to get
Nope.
us.
Nope.
I did not expect the school bit.
Yeah.
I really, really love the way that we are having the very happy convenience of Emery as a character existing.
Right.
Because there's so many ways in which this story could have been one where she feels alone except for Makio. But every episode they're adding in new side characters that build this emotional support network for Asa, and it feels very cathartic. But
Yes.
just the raw terror and fear of Emery being like, no, I've ruined it forever. I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I didn't think that they would tell everybody.
Yeah.
I had to process this too, and I
Right.
couldn't reach you, and
That was-
I was worried. And
That was
Oh
such
my
an
God.
effective way of setting a scene because,
Yeah.
like, she's already been established as a character, right? We've gotten
Yeah.
the text message and things like
Yeah.
that. But this
So
is
we're
her-
excited to meet her.
Yeah, we're excited to meet her. And
Yeah.
but this is her on-screen introduction, and this is a lot of emotion, and
Why is she so intense? Is it
Yeah,
that
yeah.
she wants to say,
Is-
like, I'm here for you?
yeah, right. And then it's the, oh no,
Oh.
gotcha. Oh, and yeah, mom just wouldn't listen to what she was saying, told the teacher, and teachers told everyone. Or at least they told people that then...
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
hey,
so,
daisy
so,
chained
so
and
yeah.
told
So yeah.
everyone.
What it is, and I really like the way she said the phone tree. Basically,
Right.
is that it's not that one person is to blame here for all of this.
Right.
It's that the best friend had to process this and told parents.
Right.
At the very least,
Yep.
that is the single point of where the beginning part of this goes. So
Right.
there is a small measure of responsibility that is on Emery,
Sure.
basically. She could have kept this private.
Yeah.
It's that's the thing there. But then the mother, the adult, could have also not passed this along to the school.
Or at the very least could have heeded some of the
Pleadings.
of her daughter and been like, I need to pass this along to the school, but I can pass along the keep this, under wraps or whatever.
Right.
Right.
And then they also could have just not
Yeah.
done that
Right.
side of things there. And again, it might not have been that there was one teacher who then went and told everybody,
No.
but it could have been a teacher gets the call and is like, oh, they passed away. And then another teacher's listening in the faculty room and goes,
yep.
wait, what happened?
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then they end up passing it along.
Right.
So it's that. It's that.
The one teacher goes to the principal or whoever that they need
And
to
it's
tell
like,
to
hey,
be like,
we need to
this
keep
is the
this
situation,
quiet.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
then it's too late. It
Yep.
spirals out. Because again, there's been some time that's passed.
Right.
So this could have happened in a way where it spirals out to another parent who then their kid hears it, who then texts all their friends, and then their friends text. And you'd be surprised how quickly the secret gets out at school in such a
The
way
gossip
where
mill.
it just is everywhere within 72 hours.
Yeah.
And so
That's,
here we are.
That was also a wonderful thing to have be the disaster that dredges everything up to the surface.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
oh man, there's a lot of things I want to talk about from this episode. Makio has been a fantastic support system.
Yeah.
That is not going to give Asa everything she needs, right?
No.
Which I like that because that's not realistic, and right. Asa will talk about this with her best friend, right?
Yeah.
Not this person that she more or less just met, like not that long ago, right? But she can basically give her the tools and the sanctuary of a home to go back to, right?
Yeah.
So that way she can recoup, she can be like, oh, hey, I think we're doing a foot bath. And,
That's what's happening.
you first. I don't necessarily need a foot bath after. You need a foot bath, but I'll say we need a foot bath,
Right.
To give her those little things to make her then able to make
Feel
the
more
decision.
safe and feel more
feel safe and
comfortable.
everything.
Yeah.
Right. And so inevitably it's an external thing that rips the wound open, right? Because Makio has been very respectful and awesome about that.
Yep.
And so then it's all right, now how does she deal with it?
And we get to see this side of Asa that had been muted for so long and we didn't even realize it because, as far as we'd seen, Asa had been relatively quiet and almost kind of trying to please Makio in such a way that's going to make her feel like, I'm useful, I'm not a burden to you kind of thing. Very generic kind of kid trying to appeal to the larger person in the environment that's, in charge and powerful or what have you.
Right.
But we saw Asa for the first time verbally snap back, be like, no, I am not going to be kind. I am not going to be easy to get along with here. No. And I really liked that here because we have that contrast with the fact that she'd been sleeping all the time during the day. And in fact, when they went to the house, there was that moment after a bit of the conversation surrounding mom and them being gone and stuff that she kind of goes, I just feel kind of tired. And it's like, yeah, you can take some rest if you'd like.
And the thing
It's
is,
so good.
so there is something that I feel like I've been learning a bit more about recently that is fascinating. Where when the brain is working hard at something,
Yes.
you get tired. Like, that's just how it works.
Whoa, what a concept.
What a concept. But the thing
Yeah.
is that you don't necessarily, like, think about it right away, right? Like, but the brain is a small part of your body, right? You're not doing anything physically strenuous in the traditional sense.
No, you are.
You are.
You
right?
are, yeah.
Those neurons are firing off something fierce,
There's
right?
a reason why chess grandmasters burn like 3,000 calories in a match. It's like,
exactly.
wait, what?
Yeah,
What? They're
right.
sitting there. Like,
Yeah.
and their brains are overclocking.
Yeah, right.
They have all the gears firing.
Right. And so, is this an element of her being in that kind of denial stage of grief potentially, and so something comes up and she avoids it? Maybe. Is it also just she doesn't know how to process it, right? Because she doesn't know how to think about it, how
She's
to feel
under
about
a
it,
constant
etc.
amount of stress.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that just is constantly just
Taxing.
there, and
Yeah.
it's taxing, and so then I need to sleep, right?
Yeah.
And I also love the idea that she isn't fully aware or accepting of the fact that that is something that she needs, because when she went in to like fold some of her clothes, she just falls asleep at the foot of the bed, right? Like, she doesn't even like get into the bed because she realizes, I need a nap. I need to have one last sleep in this bed or in this house or whatever.
She just probably
right?
felt just enough comfort from being near her bed that she just kind of goes, oh, right.
Yeah.
This feels nice.
Yep.
She's asleep.
Right. And
Incredible.
I love all the little silences, right, where words aren't being said, right? Because, this show is, very particular about words, right?
Yeah.
Where it's just Makio noticing these things.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. And so then we get to the point where everything kind of blows up a bit, and, and Makio's like, she's not home yet. Maybe I should text her. What's going on, right? And then it's she doesn't,
find her way home.
She can't find her way home, which
There's so much you could get into with that line.
Yeah.
And also just this concept, because we could go all the way back to the character of Ruby and the way in which she's kind of stumbling, trying to find her way home at the end of the book. We could go into the idea that she actually calls the place where you live, Makio, home. She didn't say, I'm trying to find your place. I didn't say, I'm trying to find your apartment. I didn't say, I'm trying to find your home.
my way home.
I can't find my way home.
Like, that is a specific scenario that she is dealing with in the literal sense that is a representation of the metaphorical thing that she has been dealing with since the beginning of the show.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
because
it's brutal.
home has been ripped away from her. She's in the desert right now.
Right.
Where's
Yes.
home?
Yes.
I don't know. So it's not even saying specifically, and I literally like this, she's not saying that your place is home within those words. Within the context of her saying, I can't find my way home, she is saying, I can't find my way back to where you live.
Right.
That is accurate. But what's also accurate is she did not attach you anywhere to that.
It is by implication, not by direct association.
Yes.
Right? Like,
so from a writing standpoint, this is the kind of thing that they're talking about, where when people say words, there is the conscious, desired intent of the words.
which is also, like...
Which is incredible, but there's also the subconscious, unintended meaning of the words.
This might be my favorite example of a character in fiction being a writer being used for the story. Because oftentimes when, I'm digesting a story and, one of our especially if it's the protagonist, is a writer, I'm like, all right, let's go, sure. Like, just slap some more self-insert stuff on there. There's write what you know, but there's limits, right?
Sure.
Where it's like, yes, of course all the characters are obsessed with books because everyone's like that, right?
Yes.
No. Hate to break it to you, But the idea that it's being used here to have the author be able to speak in a very particular way that a writer would want to speak in, but then also draw attention in a way that is not like immersion breaking to the audience of, hey, words can be very specific.
Words are very
specific. And I'm going to use them in some very specific ways. The phrasing is important.
The tense is important.
The tense is important. I want you to look into all of that because there is absolutely meaning there. Got it? Okay, cool. Awesome.
Now let's continue the story.
Now let's continue the story because I'm gonna be using that.
Yeah, you better pay attention and
Right,
see it.
because it could be very easy, like, and this is also very vindicating for me as a writer because I will want to do that with stories, but then sometimes it's the like, well, but is the writer actually putting that much thought into every little detail, or are you like pulling too much out of it, right? And that's part of the fun of art, but also, you know, maybe it's just the cross is a cool design for the angels, you know, right? Like, you know, like maybe that's all it is, you know. But hey. It's not.
Nah, it's with
Not in
regards
the
to
story.
characterization. You can get a little bit more specific with it. But yeah, it goes all the way down to the notes that she still holds on to this today, which is, you know.
Right, because of course she does.
Yeah, well, remember, she talked about tense and what have you.
Yep.
Then her letter that she got from her dear friend,
From Dago, yeah.
well, from Nana, it's like, these 6 years I wouldn't have been able to breathe without you. That's the past, you know, but have been able, like, that's the full tense right there.
Yes, that is
to breathe
it is
without
an
you.
ongoing thing. And it's
Thanks now and always, and then closing that in with the feeling is resonant within the gratitude regarding the feeling that is continuing
And
to this moment.
full sentence followed by single word sentence period, and then another, you know, sentence period, right? And the fact that, oh hey, the thanks now and always, she didn't share that with Asa.
No,
Because that's just for her,
that's just for her.
right? It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
I love it.
But then I loved the texts from Emery, because I'm like, okay, missed calls, texts, or what have you.
Yep.
She's scared.
Right.
Like, there's that element where you can look at this and go, she really, really, really needs to have connection and closure with this.
Yep.
But you can very clearly see the emotion here is, I'm afraid.
Yep.
Multiple levels.
Oh yeah.
I'm afraid that I've irreparably damaged our relationship.
Yep.
I'm afraid that I'm not going to be able to have my dear friend anymore. I'm afraid that you're not feeling well enough that,
And
like,
I basically
I've-
kicked you
I've
while you were
hurt
down.
you so
Yeah.
badly. I'm afraid, like, there's so many ways in which this comes out, but you then don't have to see the words to get that. You can see that just in the text,
Yeah.
the frequency, the little gaps where it's
Yep.
like,
which ones were texted right after each other versus, you know, the
like
half hour wait.
where are you right now? 36 minutes later, she spent looking for you for 35 minutes and then talking with the teacher about how what you did was not cool and wrong. The teacher, sensei, said he'd apologize too. Good on you, teacher. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Then rapid text. I'll apologize as many times as I need to.
I
20
swear to make
minutes.
my mom
20
apologize
minutes.
also, yeah.
Nothing.
Yep.
I'm really sorry. I love you no matter what.
Yep.
Little pause to think, wait, I'm texting you too much. I'm sorry for all the messages. Please, you don't have to reply. Just read them.
Which also that last one,
Because it's
love
the
that so much.
24 minutes later after that of like,
well,
I don't know what to say because I am saying too much, but okay, maybe I could compromise. Maybe you don't have to reply. Just please, I just need to see that read notification so I know that you see and hear my heart here.
and I love this because now I guess because you have like previews for text messages and stuff, it might be that, you know, she could see that text message.
Some phones
you know?
will only show the preview for a little bit of time, but yes, some of them will keep it up in the top bar for like the whole.
And how much does it show? You know, right? But the idea
for these messages, it probably would only show the most recent message or
right.
so. Yeah.
Well, and like depending on how long the message is, right? But the
right.
idea that it's if she reads this one, there's a very decent chance she's already read all of them. But it's that you know, long shot, right? Like in case
that's the
she
thing, that
sees
she never
it.
got a re-notification on all these messages. That's
Right,
why
right,
she
exactly.
said that message at the end.
No, right. But with in case it's, you know, in that little preview or something, and she sees just that, right?
No, of course.
Yeah.
But, yeah. And I love the way that they portrayed Emery here. I love the call, the breakdown, and being able to do this here, but then also the context of, yeah, I don't have a space that's going to allow you to be alone with your feelings.
Right.
So I need you to just know that while your feelings are your own business and no one has any right to shame you for them, from a practical, just
I do need to make
geography
sure I take
standpoint,
care of you.
no, that's
yeah.
part of it. But you honestly, unless you're elsewhere, you can't really hide your feelings from me. I'm going to see them. Like,
Yeah.
it's the thing of where I'm going to see them. So if I see you practicing feelings that are self-destructive or what have you, I'm going to try to take care of you, even if you don't
Sure.
want me to.
Right.
So let's go take a foot bath, you know,
Yep.
and thus I'm taking care of you. I love in which we have this pattern established that Makio drops some like, okay, this is what's happening.
Yeah.
So let's go and do something about it. And she's just like,
It
okay.
very much is in line with, and one of those positive side benefits of the having so many conversations in your head that, you know, Asa didn't say anything specifically to make Makio be like, all right, well, you know, like to bring that up, right?
Yeah.
That was that was Asa's general response and like being closed off that makes Makio be like, okay, so she's probably feeling a lot of stuff right now. Yeah, I'm taking her back to my place. Hey, by the way, I know this is probably not going to feel too great because it's a strange place with, you know, a strange person and also, you know, not large enough for you to be able to go, you know, cry into a pillow in a separate room or something, right?
Right.
But that's the situation at the very least. I'm showing that I am aware of that, right?
I also really love, we're kind of jumping around in the discussion here, but I also really love the Makio getting to kind of see a different side of her sister through the
Yep.
little things that we see in the home life dynamic that they had.
Yes.
I also really love that then we're getting the question kind of posited to us of, wait, those memories she has of her sister, how long ago was that? 'Cause
Sure.
it's hard to tell, but
Yeah.
given that she's 35, she probably hasn't had to be anywhere really close with her sister for well over 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, realistically, it's probably closer to 15
Well,
years, you know?
and to the point where the 15-year-old child of your now past sister was basically a stranger to you at the beginning of this show, right? Like if they had met before, it wasn't enough to develop any kind of special like relationship
Right.
dynamic or whatever.
It was basically nothing because she knew of the fact that that was her aunt, but she did not know her probably like well
Right.
at all.
Yeah.
And then also by extension, we can presume that because she's the outcast of the family, maybe in some ways more the immediate family than even the grander family. Who knows?
Sure.
But there weren't many family get-togethers that she then like interacted with
Exactly.
Makio much because
Yep.
Makio would avoid her mother like the plague
Right.
probably, so that
Yep.
just wouldn't have developed. So this is just a really redemptive healing opportunity for these characters to
Also,
yeah.
I love this episode as like a little reminder to any adults that are watching that if you see a sudden outburst from a child, that didn't come out of nowhere. Right? Like there's always a reason behind it and a fuel to it, and you know,
Yeah.
it came from somewhere, probably somewhere specific.
Yeah.
You might not know what it is, but just because you did not see the build up to it does not mean there was not build up.
Oh
Right.
yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. The different language of the child versus the adult is fascinating because the child doesn't necessarily know how to express with words what they're feeling, thinking,
Right.
experiencing. One of the most common and important things to a parent specifically is reading the nonverbal cues.
Yes.
Most of those will tell you far more than the kid is actually usually willing to even communicate.
Right. Hence
because
things...
that's the part where there's a bit of nuance as a parent to basically being like, I'm not going to bring up the fact that I can see that clearly this body language is happening.
Right.
Because that feels like
an invasion of privacy or whatever.
Or just a bit presumptuous.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah.
You don't need to go
Right.
there. But you can basically then test the waters with some types of engagements that are meant to help that. And if they suddenly go, oh, yeah, and you're like, cool, wonderful.
Teens have a tend to be very opinionated about individuality. So don't, assume that they're just like you or tell them that, you know exactly what they're going through or whatever. But, oh, hey, if you see something and you're like, I'm pretty sure I know what that is because I'm pretty sure I went through something similar. What did I need back then? Oh, hey,
That is
throw
a
that
great
out
place.
there as
That is a great place to start, but maybe like don't explain
Within-
your mechanisms as
Exactly.
much.
Because then it doesn't help and then it doesn't feel like you're actually genuinely connecting with them.
Right.
But yeah, Makio, going to the, hey, just sort of throwing this out there, I don't really have a place where you can be alone with your feelings because my place is small. And
I have an obligation to take care of you.
Right.
I'm not going to shame your feelings,
but
I'm not going to leave them unaddressed.
right.
I think a great aspect of Makio is that she's a great listener. But she's not the best at handling the chaotic communication of
Right.
a teen.
Hence why when it's this is clearly like a thing that I need to, address in some regard, try and help, all that. She goes and she talks to her, and it doesn't go particularly well.
No.
Right? Like, it's the, mendokse, right? Like, but you did help. Even if it might not be something where you necessarily see the appreciation of that, Makio.
Yep.
It did help, right? The foot bath helped. The helping draw out all of the feelings of everything,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It helps. So.
I also loved the little quip of like, hey, we're not the ones fighting here.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
both as the like, don't just take it out on me, please, and also the, hey, remember where the relationship that is currently actually under tension.
Do you want to know?
That's the thing that needs to be
so
helped
cool
out.
about the way you said that. It's so cool. The teacher in the faculty room said that exact same thing. You shouldn't take it out on other people or things just because you have it tough.
Right.
But you want to know something different about what they said?
The phrasing and the detail and the language.
The language and the word choice.
Uh-huh.
You should not.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
The difference between we're not the ones fighting here. Singular.
Right.
Well, not even singular. First person, plural, negative. But not in a way that's basically saying
it's reminding of a
prescriptive
fact.
action.
Exactly.
Reminding of a fact. Yes, it's a reminder. Prescriptive commands.
Yeah. Second person.
Person.
Yeah.
Should.
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
With also no acknowledgement of the feelings that she was expressing, even if she was expressing them badly.
Sure. I would say that Makio's is not the most.
No, definitely. I'm saying
understanding of feelings either.
No, totally. But just to showcase even more the issue with the teacher, where it's you're not being like, yes, you are reminding them of something and you are technically correct, but you are also not being the bigger person here. And, if I were to maybe go out on a limb, there's an element of that is coming from the, I don't like that you did this in front of me or whatever,
Yes, for sure.
And so then,
yes, for sure. I'm not getting into the No, what she said was reflexive. She's not even thinking that much there. But
Yeah.
I'm talking about the fact that they said effectively the exact same thing from the definition sense.
Right.
But their word choice was different, and it landed so much better. I don't care about the intent of the woman.
Sure.
I don't care at all. I think it's fascinating that you can say, from a definition standpoint, effectively the same thing, but with your word choice being different, that ends up communicating something far
Fundamentally
different
Yeah.
to the other person there. And that's what's important.
Right.
Communication is not about your intent. It's how it is received.
Yep. Because
That's my piece.
language itself is kind of weird in this way, because if you think about what it is, it's not the language itself. The language is the tool. What we are actually trying to do is play a complicated game of telephone that we've been practicing our entire lives, where we take weird brainwave stuff out here, encode it into words, pass the secret message along, and hope that they can decode it to the same brainwave type stuff up here.
Or at least somewhat close
Or at
enough
least
that
somewhere
they
close
can
enough.
get the correct message anyway.
Right.
You would be surprised how many people communicate the exact wrong thing but somehow get the right message. Or
Exactly.
communicate
Or the flip
exactly the
side.
right thing and the opposite message is received. Yep.
And so, hey, back to that whole thing that Macchio / the author brought up, phrasing be important.
Yeah. That's
And that's why stories are great, because then it's also like using a different kind of code to then take the thought stuff in here
exactly.
and put it into a different code where you can get more to decode.
That's
Yeah.
why we love stories. But y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You get on early access there. You can watch full length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel. See if any of that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb,
I'm Jacob.
and we'll see you all
Next time.